Very exciting. Is there anything on Facebook as well?
Let's see.
And has our not to
Yeah, it's looks like it's live on
wow,
Facebook.
look at the Facebook and Twitch people. You guys are getting the pre-show. And how about over there? Can you see us on the couch up there?
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
You want to get up and hit go live over there, and we'll join our YouTube audience in progress.
Yes, sir.
And
One
then
second.
We'll start talking to people.
Okay.
We are on schedule at 6:06 p.m. I don't know when we were telling people we were going to go live, but 6:06 or 6:07 it is. So just hit go live over there.
Live on YouTube.
It is live?
Yeah.
Wait, did you hit go live?
No.
You have to hit go live.
It says end stream.
Oh, it says end stream?
It's streaming.
Oh, all right. Well, hey then. We're on YouTube. Maybe we should have you check that one as well to make sure.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to give the YouTube people the whole backstory as well. What up, YouTube people? You guys are the main audience, the core people, and we're trying to talk to some new people tonight over on Twitch and Facebook. People
They really are.
yeah, they like really mean.
They're unhinged.
Which is crazy to me because the Facebook, when you're on YouTube, you're basically anonymous. There's like who's commenting, and on Instagram, there's like a little bit of information, however much you put there.
On Twitch and Facebook, but
Is YouTube
it might be
live?
just like my computer trying to load.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna be
I'm gonna get off the Wi-Fi on my phone.
okay. But you see, should I take a call and start talking to people?
So to make lagged out.
I mean, if it's laggy, that's fine. But so
Okay.
bear with us tonight, people. It's Pete. I'm Pete. Pete Guston. This is Brooks. He is
Hello.
the coach, friend, producer extraordinaire, and he's making sure that we are doing this amazing multi-stream thing all properly. We're going to be taking calls tonight. We're going to be doing it across platforms because, like I was saying, I kind of Facebook people get through, and I'll tell you the story of what specifically was going on Facebook that prompted this. But do you see us at least a little bit on YouTube?
Yes, it doesn't look like we're on Facebook anymore though.
Well, that was a short-lived experiment.
Hold on, let me see.
I'm just going to take one person and I'm going to put them on hold.
Oh, no, we are live on Facebook. Let's try to see if it's okay. We're live on Facebook.
All right, so we're on all three platforms. I'm curious to know if any. I wonder how.
Some of the sound is really low.
The sound is low. Okay. I mean, I guess I will do this little thing and turn it up, and hopefully it's not going to be too much. That should have made it a little bit louder. But we have our first call tonight. I feel like you've been ringing the line for a little while. Who is this?
Hi, I'm Morgan.
Morgan, what's going on?
So I'm a small creator, but I also have low vision,
Okay.
and I want to explain my vision to like people, but like not in like a medically way, but like in a cool way where it sounds cool and stuff.
I found as I was trying to explain what was going on with my vision to the audience that people don't understand general audience because they don't have to, because they got fine vision and they don't worry about the nuances of people with vision loss. I would try and explain very specifically what was going on with my vision and all the stages that I lost and how it was changing over time. I got completely lost. What I do now is I just explain to people that I have light and dark, which is basically for the most part true. Sometimes I see swirls, sometimes I get some floaters going through, but then it gets complicated. They don't get it. So there's light and then there's dark, and it gets really, really light and it gets different shades of dark, and that's about as much as I think people can understand, and that's how they're going to relate to you. They can't relate if they don't understand what you've got going on. So keep it in as simple words as possible, and that's the best way to go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, if you're in a community, if you're on a Facebook page for people with eyesight loss and people are comparing, hey, my targets has progressed this far, or my macular degeneration this far.
Like you would explain it more in detail.
Definitely. But when you're talking to if you're a creator and you're looking to relate to the whole world, keep it as simple as possible. There's another blind creator out there, and he labels himself as a blind creator. I love him, and he's a great guy, and I don't want to say anything bad, but just as an example, he will call himself a blind creator and then say, here's how I can see through the Apple Vision Pro. And I'm like, you're confusing people. You can't tell people that you're blind and then say, here's how you see. So hopefully that helps you.
It does. It really does. Maybe we could like do like a chat with each other and like collab. I don't know.
Well, hit me up. If you go to my link tree, there's a way to contact Pete. If you want to put an email in my inbox, contact me, and I'm always trying to get some new and informative content out there. Always enjoy talking to new people. So hit me up at some point, and we can maybe pull that off. Are we looking good, Brooks?
It's in and out of being a little laggy and glitchy. So it's fine right now, but it was a little rougher 5 minutes ago. So
I think we do have a lot of streaming and a lot of things all going on all at once. But hopefully, I fixed the volume issue by turning that up a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
No one's complaining about the volume anymore.
Nope.
All right, cool. We'll try and get to some calls tonight, as many as we can. We're going to be sticking around for about an hour, try and get through as many calls as we can. It's me, Pete Gustin. I'm here with Brooks. The reason that the YouTube thumbnail has a crossed out banana is because Banana is not around tonight. Doesn't mean that she's never going to be around ever again. She's just not around this evening, so I decided to just keep myself occupied, invite Brooks over, and talk to you guys. Hello, who is this?
Christian?
Christian, what's going on this evening?
Nothing much.
What'd you want to talk about?
Turn the volume up a little bit more.
Still on the overall?
Yeah.
I want to talk about Jesus.
Jesus is not really in my realm of expertise. I'm not sure if this would be the best place to have a Jesus conversation. I don't have anything against the guy, but it's not really a religious platform. One of the reasons I did want to get the Facebook audience involved. I'm not shutting them down because I have anything against religion. I don't talk about it here on the YouTube channel. It's not the platform. So last week or last time we did this, Brooks, remember I was talking about what happened after the gym story?
People are still saying the volume is low.
Oh,
someone asked us the mics aren't plugged in.
They better be. Like how?
Let me do a test here on my.
I mean, the mics. If
no, it's definitely plugged.
Yeah, that sounds fine, doesn't it? And that's not very laggy at all.
Okay, I think it's all right.
Okay, I mean, I just turned the volume up almost as far as it can go. I can put up our levels a little bit more. If we start, pardon us, this is not the professional, usual way that we do the podcast. We're testing some new equipment tonight, and we're trying to engage some new audiences and stuff. So bear with us. Hopefully it's watchable. You just interrupt me anytime, Brooks, if there's something that we need to.
Someone says just randomly got a lot louder. Volume's fine for me. I think we're good.
All right. Randomly got like louder or like
louder,
loud?
yeah.
Okay.
Someone says volume's fine. So
okay, volume fine is good with me.
Mm-hmm.
So the story I wanted to rehash, and I hope someone from the mean Facebook groups can get through. So the gym story, I feel like everybody knows it at this point. I was at the gym. I'm blind. I was working out. Woman accused me of staring at her. I told her I was blind, showed her an identification card that said Massachusetts Commission for the Blind. She didn't understand it or believe it, called the manager, who yelled at me and told me that I can't stare at people and make them uncomfortable, even though I'm blind. Everybody knew that story. Then 2 weeks ago, I said that afterwards, on my way out of the gym manager made me sign the rules and regulations of the gym, proving that I understood that I couldn't stare at people and make them uncomfortable. First comment from Facebook. All the YouTube comments are like, wow, people are jerks. People are crazy. That's nuts. Same thing on Instagram and TikTok. People are like, wow, I can't believe that guy tried to make you sign something. That's ridiculous. First comment on Facebook was a guy going, he didn't make you sign anything. You're a grown man. You could have said no. And I'm like, yes, I could have said no, but I did want to come back to the gym the next day, mostly because I wanted to talk to the manager's manager. So I figured no harm, no foul. I signed the thing. Literally just signed it in the middle of a pamphlet and then went on my way because I didn't want to fight the guy about it. So I did go back the next day. But then the other thing the Facebook people were saying was they were like, I'd never sign anything if you couldn't see it. And he handed me a pamphlet. I'd been told what the pamphlet was before. It was just a pamphlet about the gym, and the rules and regulations were on the back page. He told me what it was. He's like, just sign so I know that you understand. So I just signed it and left. I didn't think that was a big deal, and it didn't seem like the most important part of the story. But the Facebook people were hammering me for signing something that I didn't know what it was, and then also allowing that guy to quote unquote bully me. And so if there are Facebook people out there that want to come at me for those two little things, I mean, I guess we can talk about it, but we can take some other calls. It's normally
turn up a little bit more still.
Still turn up a little bit more?
Yeah.
We are turning it up, and now I'm at max. I'm basically at max volume.
Yeah, they just stay there. That's
okay.
good.
So we have someone new on the line. Who's this?
Hey, this is Andrew.
Andrew, what's going on?
Just so you know, I'm not able to watch I'm not going to watch your live stream because my connection is too unstable at home. But I have a old boss who's been losing her vision very rapidly.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if there's any, what ways I'd be able to help her without overwhelming her in any way.
Is it part of your daily responsibilities to help out your boss, or are you just looking to chip in and be nice?
Well, chip in to be nice.
I think accessibility technology in the workplace is going to be one of the bigger things for her. If she does not have text-to-speech software on her computer, she's definitely going to need to get that. I use a program called ClaroRead, but the most common one that people with low or no vision use is called JAWS. Those could be very helpful. Also, make sure that her phone is outfitted with the voiceover feature, text-to-speech, different OCR, optical character recognition software, so that she can just point her phone at things and it can read it to her out loud. There's a program from Google called Seeing AI, which can recognize documents as well as handwritten text. It's a very handy tool. I think making sure that she has all the appropriate software and equipment, and then listen on a more personal basis if she's having trouble doing anything else besides her job. I've always been appreciative to people that are listening to me when I say I need a little help and not having to ask 2 or 3 times, because that can get a little overwhelming.
I work at a theme park, so I don't know exactly how helpful that would be with the computer stuff, but
I guess if you're not dealing with computers on a daily basis, you can forget all that initial stuff. But hopefully, someone out there got something out of that stuff. I guess at a theme park, what are her daily tasks? What do you think are going to be some of the bigger challenges now she's not seeing as well?
Oh, mainly what we do is one of the main things she does is count inventory, and then help run games. But seeing as she can't really do that anything like that now, I don't know if she'll ever be able to come back to work. That's one.
I'd like to think that there's there are some jobs, like I'm not going to be an Uber driver, obviously. But at a theme park, I'd like to think that there's a lot of different opportunities, and hopefully she doesn't lose her job. She might lose the current job that she's got, but hopefully the company will give her another opportunity, because just because you lose your eyesight doesn't mean that you should lose your ability to try and find work. Unfortunately, unemployment among the blind and legally blind is higher than in any other disabled category out there. So there are definitely challenges. But if you and other people at the park are willing to help her along and find different ways to do something else at the park, I think that's really admirable.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I wish you luck with that. I hope that someone can make something work over there, because I'd hate to see someone lose their eyesight and then lose everything afterwards. That's difficult. We are going to hop on to another call here in just a second. Just want to check and see everything look and sound like it's doing all right, Brooks?
Yeah, everyone seems pretty happy.
All right.
I can't hear myself as good now.
Oh, I might have muted you.
Yeah. There we go.
You are.
There we go.
All right. We are going to go back to the calls. Here we go. Hey, who's this?
Hi,
Hey.
I'm Malfunction Plays for Canada.
Did you catch that, Brooks?
Malfunctioning Ansferanidin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that your name?
I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Fire away.
What inspired you to make the Blind Guy unboxing series?
That came from a very nice guy by the name of Brian in Dublin, Ireland. Is one of the regular viewers and commenters on YouTube. And just out of the goodness of his heart, one day, he decided to send this huge box of, it was a massive box with all sorts of stuff. There's a model fire truck, because he works for the fire department of Dublin. There was a hat, there was a bunch of pins and coins and a lot of different candy and food. And just basically to show Brian that I got it, I kind of opened it up and went through the box and I didn't really intend it to be anything other than, hey, let's see what Brian got me. Except, of course, I was very confused, as I always am, and people found it relatively entertaining. So then I kind of put out a call and said, if other people want to send stuff, I gave them the address, and it kind of took off from there.
Okay, that's pretty cool. My next question is, when I commented on your video about eating socks because you smell cotton candy and you were like, it's socks, and I commented, oh, well, now it's obvious why it's named that, because I know who made it. You commented on my comment, and I was wondering, do you comment using text to speech?
I do, and then it's not always accurate. And then I feel like a fool. Like I'm trying to text back to people, and sometimes I'll try and correct people in the comments, and then the next thing I know, like I'm writing. There was the example that Brooks pointed out to me. We talked about it last week. Where what was it? And so I hope that I don't look like a complete goober in the comments. All this guy types terribly, but yeah, I am just using text to speech.
Looks like we froze
entirely.
Okay.
Like
Thank you for but I have to go now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks. Facebook.
So we're
Yeah, we just went dark on Facebook too. Hold on. I can't load anything right now.
Well,
how are you today?
I'm good. We're just for is giving us troubles, but
Let me check on it.
at least I got you, Rat Punter. What's going on tonight?
I am not really doing much. I am just really there's not much going on in life right now. Several months ago, I moved. I'm in a new town. It's pretty interesting. Small school.
Being the new kid's kind of tough. I never had to do it, but I watched the new kids come in, and are you having any difficulties making friends or anything in particular going on?
I feel like I just kind of like stand out from a bunch of others. I've noticed that like people don't like express their noticing, you know?
Do you play any sports?
Oh no, I don't play sports. I'm not too athletic.
Any clubs or activities that you think you could join in?
I'm thinking about joining a robotics club.
Oh, my cousin's kid is in a robotics club up in Minnesota, and that is something that was not available when I was a kid in school. And I think they do like battle bots a couple times a year. They build up robots and they put them into arenas and they fight them. Is that how they do it at your school?
Actually, okay, so they haven't really done the club yet, but it's supposed to be coming up in this next week or so. So I'm definitely going to be signing up. I'm definitely like looking forward to that. So I'm hoping it might be something like that, but if not, it's still going to be fun. At least I hope so.
Yeah, I think that'll be a great ways. Once you find something in common with people, if you guys, you're all into robotics, you're in the same club, the same team, doing the same thing at the same time, it'll be a lot easier to make friends. Otherwise, going into a school, being the new kid, all these kids have known each other for a long time. They've got their cliques. It's a little tough to get in, but give it some time and try not to get too stressed out about it, and hopefully you'll be able to fit in a little bit more. But I think the robotics thing is a great start if you can get that rolling next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I really enjoy all your videos. I think your videos are great.
That is cool.
Personally, I think you're I'm trying to find the word. You really push through stuff. You're really amazing, and I really respect that.
That's really nice to hear. I appreciate that. It was not the easiest road, as you can hear from a couple calls ago. A woman lost her eyesight and looks like she's going to lose her job, and that happens. If your life is set up a certain way and you lose your eyesight, it's going to change dramatically. And there's a couple 3 different ways to go. 1, you can give up, and 2, you can let others take care of you, or 3, you can try and push through and keep living. And that's always kind of been my motto, because I figured that there was still going to be a lot to life, even though I couldn't see anymore, and I wanted to experience as much of it as I could. So I found good people like Banana and like Brooks that kind of helped me out when I needed, and wanted to kind of share that message with the world, which is why I started the social media in the first place.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think that's that's really fantastic.
Well,
I
cool.
respect like all your works and stuff. Yeah, it's just amazing, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to try and move through some more calls tonight, so long as everything is working. Are we?
It is working, yeah.
We're working now.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
just
probably
in and out.
Probably it's
Hello?
in and out constantly.
It's just like every couple minutes it'll kind of glitch up, but
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have gigabit internet speed. I don't know how much more I could possibly pay for around here.
Yeah.
But is anybody watching on the Twitch stream?
Let me pull it up. I closed it because it was taking up.
Oh, taking up bandwidth.
Yeah.
I'll have to walk around the house. I'll have to turn off all the Alexas, turn off all the Googles, get me some bandwidth back.
One person on Twitch.
Whoa, we're huge on Twitch.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, who's this?
Coming for you, Hassan.
Hey, welcome to the live call-in glitchy show. Who's this?
Hi, Pete. This is Joshua from Florida. I was the first caller on your last show.
Oh, cool. What's going on?
So I apologize. Last time I didn't really have my head about me, so I didn't exactly say what I wanted to say. First off, you're a huge inspiration. That was one thing I really wanted to say. And you really pushed me to try and find something to do with myself, even though I have my FND, functional neurological disorder,
Right.
that I mentioned before.
Yep.
And secondly, I made it sound a lot worse than it actually was. It's they come in episodes, so it's not like all my symptoms are all the time. They just come and go, and also they change with the months. Like I have much different symptoms from when it started from now.
Yep. That's crazy that you have to deal with one set of symptoms and then all of a sudden it's something different the next time. It's like disability roulette. That sounds really hard.
It is. It's very strange. And I mean, I don't know I've been in and out of mental hospitals. I will say that. So I have that, and then I also have physical symptoms. So I don't know, like the flip of a coin or something. It's all so random.
Is there one symptom or set of symptoms that recurs more often than other ones? Like usually this happens?
No, it is terribly random.
Wow, that's got to be crazy to. I mean, I'm always telling people, the motto of the channel is find a way, and I'm always telling people to, make compensations and overcome. But if things are getting thrown at you and you don't even know what to expect from day to day or symptom to symptom, that's hard, huh?
It's tough.
Yeah. And also, I'm just going to be quick. I don't want to take up too much time for other people. I just want to say that we're also in the direct path of Hurricane Milton, so we're hunkering down. We're in Central Florida, but we're still in the direct path.
Wow, that's just because I've got a lot of my brain at the moment trying to deal with all these technical things. I kind of spaced. I should have thought of that as soon as you said Florida. That is a big storm coming through. So I hope everything goes better there than did in Ashland and other parts of North Carolina during Helene.
Asheville.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, thank you so much for letting me call, and you have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
safe.
Good luck. All right, we are doing the live life advice show, and I think things are smooth-ish.
It's working now, yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. I think that the goal, it's great. I'm always talking about the people that can help facilitate the things that I do, like Brooks and Banana and Josh and Nisha and everybody that helps me out to do stuff. I think the goal, because I really enjoy doing these shows, and I'd like to be able to do them more. I like talking to you guys out there better than in the comments. I like having an actual back and forth conversation, hearing your stories, your feedback about what you're seeing that I'm putting out there. And that's why I like doing this. I'd like to do it more. So this tonight is kind of step one of trying to make this work As you can tell, I've got a whole soundboard over here. I'm controlling the calls, and hopefully it's going to work, so we'll be able to do it together more in the future. I think I just called up another call. Who's this? Oh, someone bailed. We will grab this call, put them on hold for a quick second, but I am really appreciative to everyone that's calling in. I wonder if the one person on Twitch, by the way, was you.
That's a good question.
When you logged in,
we
was
just
just
had
you.
a guy named Mikale Booth who said he's going over to Twitch. So
The Florida guy. What are you in the path of Milton as well?
Nah, I'm in Jacksonville, kind of like on like the edge of the storm.
All right, that's good. Good to not be in the path of that thing. Jacksonville Jaguars. You got Trevor Lawrence this year. How's he doing?
We got a little glitch.
I don't really know. I'm not really like
Catching up.
football watcher. I only watch sports.
All right. Well, what do you got going on this evening?
Nothing. Just laying down watching Netflix. I just wanted to one question.
Sure, fire away.
What is one place you wish you could visit before you lost your sight?
Beautiful island. I don't know if it's the most scenic island, but I do know that my grandfather, Papu, that's how you say grandfather in Greek, Athanasios was his name, and he was from the island of Rhodes. And I just kind of figured that I'd be able to get there. And the trip got farther. I also, ironically, I have no Egyptian in me whatsoever, but I thought it would be cool to see in person the...
We are currently frozen.
We are frozen again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what to do about that.
Yeah, I don't know if this is...
A little bit this evening, and it does seem to be coming back. We're getting like, what, 5-second pauses?
It's hard to say.
I'm not entirely sure how to...
Live now, but...
I can't, there's nothing that we can do to troubleshoot it during this show right now. Going forward, I will try and get even more bandwidth, more than 1 gigabit. But if you guys don't mind sticking with us through a couple of freezes, we are coming back. I guess it's in and out, but
it's very in and out right now.
All right, who's this?
Hi, I'm Josh.
Josh, what's going on this evening?
Not a whole lot. I'm actually here in Boston. I have an eye doctor appointment tomorrow at Mass Eye and Ear.
That was my spot for a number of years.
Yeah, what I was going to ask, what clinic did you go to? I know you used to live in Boston.
I was originally, I went to Mass Eye and Ear. Dr. Burson was the one that saw me. I don't believe he's practicing.
He's not. That's the clinic I go to.
Okay. And I eventually got shifted over to the Scapins Eye Research Institute, which I think got reabsorbed by Mass Eye and Ear overall at a certain point. But my doctor at the Scapins Eye Research Institute was actually Dr. Scapins.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a I don't mean to cut you off, but I have an illness called retinitis pigmentosa, degenerative eye condition, slowly going blind.
Yep.
Great life.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to actually ask this quite a few months ago, but I never got the chance to catch one of your live shows. But I am in a clinical trial where of my vision and keep it from getting worse.
Amazing.
Amazing work. Absolutely amazing. But my question for you would be, if you were in a position where there's a chance you could get some of your vision back, would you take it, even though it means, farther down the line, there might be a full 100% cure that, may or may not exist in the future?
I used to think about that all the time, actually. I used to wonder, like, if there was some, like, robotic implant that if they could give me, and it would give me a certain amount of vision, but then it made me ineligible to get, like, the perfect cure, like the regular biological eyes. And honestly, I never came to a conclusion, and I was never forced to because that situation never came up. I think you're just being hypothetical. I don't think gene therapy works that way. Just because you get treated in that way right now, I don't think it precludes you from a different type of cure in the future, unless, are they telling you that in this trial?
Yeah, they told me it's a big, you never know. It depends on what the future brings and what technologies and what cures come in the future. The doctors I saw were realistic with me. They said, this might be the only treatments available before you become uneligible for future treatments or anything along those lines. They said, there's a chance. There's also a chance it might not happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I feel like at this point, having lost more than I ever thought I was going to, I always thought that they always told me that I'd lose my central vision and I'd have peripheral, which I didn't understand how little that was, and then that even started to crap out on me. I think at this stage, and everybody's at a different stage, different age, different level of eyesight loss, I'd take anything back at this point. I'd love to be able to look in a mirror and even see a blurry outline of myself. Like, I wish I could have that back. Having lost everything is really, I wasn't super prepared for it, and it's really hard. So if someone said to me that there's a way I can get something, I'd probably jump at it, but yeah, that's a tough one. That's tough when the doctors make you make the decision about things that you don't know that are going to happen in the future. You're like, I don't know, man. You just tell me. What do I do?
Yeah. I know in one of your videos, I don't know how old it was, you said one of your doctors told you they could fix you or cure you in 10 years or something. Was that Dr. Burson?
That was Dr. Scapins, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 17 years old. I was in there wearing my my high school letterman's jacket. I think it was a swim team jacket. I was still in school playing sports, and I had a fair amount of eyesight. I thought it was bad at the time, but it wasn't nearly as bad as it was going to get. And he told me, he's like, "You're 17 now." He's like, I promise we'll have this fixed by the time that you're 27, which was great to hear. And I don't think I changed my life too much. Like a couple callers ago, maybe I would have traveled more if he hadn't said that to me. Maybe I would have known, like, this is going to go away. Kind of wish he never said that to me, but I didn't hinge my whole life on it, but it was always in the back of my head. I was like, oh, before I'm 30, he'll have this fixed. But, now it's been a couple more decades, and they're still not even close. So,
Yeah, and that's ultimately why I'm using gene therapy, You never know when or if something's coming next. And, right now it's one of 3 treatments available for my condition, and they're all clinical trials. So I trust the team I have, and, they've been good to me.
Well, that is great that they're actually making some sort of strides, and they have some trials and there's some options out there. I hope the one you choose is the right one, but it's good to know that some progress is being made on that front. How we doing, Brooks?
Good. Someone said that you're low, that my volume's fine, but the stream is returned to normalcy.
Okay, we're good for the moment.
Yep.
I turned myself up a little bit. Don't want to make everybody ride their volume buttons all night long, but we'll take a call and see who this is. Hello. Hey, who's this? Hello. Oh, there we go. I had you on hold. Hey, who's this?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jeff.
Jeff?
Yeah, this is Jeff. Let me get some. Yeah, this is Jeff. What's up, Pete? Hey, what's up, Brooks?
What's going on,
man?
Hey, how you guys doing? How you doing, Pete?
I'm all right. Little stressed that the equipment isn't working the way we wanted it to, but we're getting through it and talking to some good people. Hopefully, everybody out there is hearing the conversations.
Yeah, shout out to the last person that called. I forget his name, but shout out to all the courage he has, man. That's a lot right there.
Yeah,
He's going through a lot.
That is a lot.
And for you for telling him a lot of good stuff, man, because I know it's tough to tell anybody anything when they're going through something traumatic, and it sounds like he's got a lot he's going through. Shout out to that dude, for real.
Yeah.
That was a good question. I was talking to you guys last time, and my mom goes through that too. She says that she would do anything, like if anything came out that tell her she would get her eyesight back, she would do it. But people like to lie about a lot of things, like you guys were saying. So shout out to that dude for asking that question.
I remember I was so vain when I was a kid that I used to look at Geordie LaForge on Star Trek, and I was like, ew, if I had to walk around wearing something like that, I wouldn't want to do that. I was like in high school, and I was like, girls would look at me all weird if I had a visor on. And now, like, I don't care. Stick a visor on me.
Give me it.
Yeah. Put a couple of jaguar eyes in my head. I'll take.
She don't care. She's ready. She's like, if there was something that guaranteed it in some other country, whatever it is, she's ready. She's 60. I think I told you she was 62. I think she's 61. I'm sorry, but last time I talked to you, but she'd run to that. So yeah, I was liking hearing you guys talk about that. That was cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to even be discussing the fact that there are some treatments available. I still live with the thought that there is not going to be a cure. That's what keeps me sane. I don't like thinking that it's going to happen and putting my life on hold any more than I may have in the past because I think it's going to get fixed. You know, I hear Elon Musk talking about his inventions, and you hear these therapy trials that are out there. I personally believe that they're not going to happen in my lifetime. And I feel like a lot of people be like, that's crushing to think that way. I just feel like it's just the best way for me to live right now. And if all of a sudden I wake up tomorrow morning and there's a surprise cure out there, then bonus, you know, good for me. But I didn't waste any time in my life waiting for someone else to fix me because I've still got a life to live.
Absolutely, and we see that. We see it. You're doing it. We see it, bro. How's Banana doing? Is she good today?
She's good. She's on a little mini vacation herself. I'm here, work for a lot of news outlets, so we're covering the hurricane, we're covering the election. There's a lot going on, and I'm gonna be in the booth for the duration.
Sounds like fun.
It's a living.
It sounds like you guys got the it's not glitching no more either, I don't think, or anything. I haven't seen any glitch or anything, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good now.
That's good. I'm gonna have to call my internet service provider and say I don't want just gigabit speed. I want double gigabit speed because I don't know. This stream is apparently intensive. Do we have are there fair people on YouTube watching, Brooks?
Yeah, 120 right now.
All right, that's not bad. Happy to talk to everybody this evening. Like I said, I'd love to be able to do this a little more in the future. Brooks is manfully manning the post and making sure everything works. If it does go well, if it looks like I can do it on my own, I'd love to talk to you guys more in the future. It's fun to be able to interact with the audience as opposed to just through comments, because I find it's easy to not be nice in comments. Me personally.
Yeah, so there's a lot of other people that have no real profile picture and some weird name.
Yeah, I could personally, I'll take ownership. I could be nicer in comments because sometimes I see something that looks really glib or I feel like they're insulting me. I'm like, you know what? Screw you too. And then, but you don't do that in conversations when you're talking to a person like I'm about to do right now. I mean, maybe you do, but I try not to. I try to have a fair conversation whenever possible. Who's this?
Hey, how you doing, Pete? This is Will.
Will, what's going on?
Callers are just a little loud. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, long time watcher, first time caller.
Cool. Thank you for ringing me up. I've always wanted to be on the receiving end of that. I grew up in radio. Long time listener, first time caller. I always used to love hearing that in radio. What's going on?
I grew up in the ages of Casey Kasem. I'm pretty sure you remember who that is.
Oh yeah. One of my favorite bloopers of all times was him getting all pissed off about the long distance dedication that did not. There was like someone's dog died, and then they asked him to do an upbeat top 40 song, and he lost his mind, and that kind of went all over the internet when the internet was still really young. It was fun to hear that.
I think I remember hearing about that. Yeah, I think I was a little bit too young for that, but like I heard. I want to say like flashbacks or like, going over like live radio, mentioning it like several different times over the years.
I still worry about, like, I do voiceovers all the time, and I always worry when I'm in sessions, what are they going to be taking out of context? Just having a conversation with someone about something random. Are they rolling? Are they recording? Is it going to end up on some chat message board somewhere, me talking about something weird? So I try and keep the conversations during my sessions when I know I'm being recorded as cordial and kind and not out of context as possible.
Yeah, that's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a really big red flag when when the director actually asks you to do something and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, no, let's take a different approach to it.
Yeah. What else going on tonight? You just calling to say hey?
Yeah, that, and also I'm just working on my folding bike at the moment. I just picked it up the other day.
Ooh, I had a folding bike when I could still see a little bit, and I used to have to get to work. I would take a train into the city of Boston, and I can't remember who made it, but it was called the Paratrooper. And it was a bike that folded in half. You took the front wheel off, so you'd stack the folded bike with the front wheel, and you put it in a bag, and you could carry it over your shoulder. And I used to ride that through the city of Boston.
Yeah, I remember the Paratrooper model. I can't remember the company of it, but the one I've got is a Citizen. The company is Citizen. The model is a Miami. and I just recently got it not too long ago, but it's still in the process of restoration.
Yeah, the folding bikes are super cool for city transportation because if you have a bus or a train that you want to hop on halfway through the ride, you can just fold the bike in half and take it the rest of the route. But now these days, everybody's just on electric bikes anyway. Like, who's pedaling anymore?
And folding electric bikes.
Do they have folding electric bikes?
They do, yeah.
Okay. Well,
there's a lot of different ones available on Amazon. Some of them even with like a lot of them are single speed, but like most of them are anywhere between like say 10 to 12 inch wheels, so they're actually really, really small, and most of them are like 36 to 48 volts for the system.
Oh man,
they don't have a lot of dare I say like 20 inch or like what they would call like full size folding bikes, unless you're really willing to pay like an arm and a leg for something like that, especially around like a Brompton.
Yeah. Well, good luck with the Miami model this evening. I didn't think we'd get in a folding electrical bike talk tonight.
You know what? You never know what's going to happen on the Pete Gustin live show.
It's 6:49 p.m. How long have we been on for?
We started at 6:06.
All right. You got any stories you want to tell, Brooks?
Let me think, man.
You've always got good stories.
I mean, not that are appropriate for a live stream.
I have a mildly inappropriate story that I feel like I could tell. This is as we're sitting here in this little room together. I don't know what made me think of this, but I remember my very first internship. I was at a radio station. I was 18 years old, and I was given the opportunity to work in the production director's studio overnight. And so I worked there all night, and he'd come in the morning. Now I was in college, and I was poor. And I'd missed my meal at the dorm that evening, but I'd gone to the grocery store and Fig Newtons were on sale, and I bought 20, 40, 60, 80. I bought 80, 4 sleeves of 20, and it was like $10 for 80 Fig Newtons. So for my dinner, I ate Fig Newtons, and then I was snacking all day on Fig Newtons. And then basically, long story short, by the time the production director got to work the next day, he did not want to come into his studio because I stank him out of it. Fig Newtons are high in fiber, apparently.
I knew that, but I didn't know that was the side effect.
I almost lost my internship over it. He's like, the intern ruined my studio. That could have been the end of me in radio. I never would have been a voice actor because I was
Newtons. You guys listening to this?
Fig Newtons almost ruined my entire voice acting life.
Fig Newtons are too good.
I couldn't put them down.
Yeah.
I don't know what made me think of that.
I love a Fig Newton.
Probably not a good story to tell in the stream. Sorry, everybody.
It's not that appropriate.
Hey, who's this? Hello.
Fig Newton's almost ruined my entire voice acting life.
Uh-oh. First person that didn't turn the stream down tonight.
Put him down.
All right, that person's being a slowpoke. We'll see if we can get another call. We've had a pretty steady stream. There we go, steady stream of calls.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put this person on hold. What happens if you're calling? We answer, or I answer, because I got the controls over here now. And then there's a little recorded voice when you're coming up next. It says, "You're up next. Please mute your stream," because if you don't mute your stream, then you have happened what just happened a minute ago, and I don't want to hear myself twice. I'm already annoyed hearing myself once. I hear my voice so often all day long. I do get tired of it.
Do you really?
Yeah. I voice like 50 sessions a day, and then I have to sit there and edit them. And by the end of the day, I come out of my office and I go to talk to Banana. And I'm like, oh man, is she as tired of hearing my voice as I am?
You might be the only person on earth that gets tired of hearing their own voice.
It's a bit much all day. Hey, who's this?
Me?
Yes.
No, this is Eve.
Eve, I think we've talked to you before. What's going on? Uh-oh.
Hello?
Eve.
Hello.
You got an interesting connection.
Pete?
Yes.
He's here.
Is this really you?
Oh, no.
This is really Pete.
Can you wait for my brother? He's almost done.
Can you understand? I hate hanging up on people.
Something in the microwave that's almost done? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
No, could you wait for my brother?
Oh, there we go. Now I got you. What's your brother got for me?
What's he doing?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Oh, he's in the shower right now. He's coming.
Yeah, we can't wait for showers.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I think that's asking a lot. You put me through the whole shower routine.
Yeah.
Like, where is he? Is he just drying off? Is he just getting into the shampoo? What stage of the shower are we at? How long am I supposed to hang here for? Let's try another. Are you out of the shower? Are you and your brother separately, hopefully, out of the shower. Who's this? Hello, hello. Oh, there we go. That one's on me. Hey, who's this? Hello? Oh, that person ran away. Let's disconnect that one. I think we've had a couple rough ones in a row there. All right, we're going to go right to this one. Surprise! You're up. Who's this?
This is Chance Caldwell from Shelbyville, Tennessee.
What's going on in Tennessee this fine evening?
Nothing much.
What do you want to talk about?
Just chilling.
Yeah?
I actually had a question. When you were learning how to surf blind, was it easy, or was it a lot harder?
It was painfully difficult. I didn't think that surfing would require a lot of vision. I didn't, because I'd grown up playing a lot of sports that involved balls and other people, and I just kind of figured going out in the ocean, like I just feel the wave, I thought it was going to be like boogie boarding. And boogie boarding is you hear the wave coming and then you jump on the wave and you ride it on your belly and it's already broken. It's not doing anything. Actual surfing is detecting when a non-broken wave is coming, trying to figure out if it's left or right, getting in at the exact right moment, popping up at the right time, and then navigating it. And it would be so much easier. Sometimes I've said it to you, Brooks, in the past. I'm like, sometimes I feel like I don't want to give myself an excuse for having a rough day because I'm blind. And you're like, there's a lot to see out there.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's crazy that you even go out surfing. To me, that would be a horrifying thing to do. I think one time I paddled out with my eyes closed and it lasted about 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's much more going on in the ocean than I think I anticipated. And, granted, you closing your eyes, you going from perfect vision to closing your eyes is a terrifying experience. So I don't experience that level of terror every time I go out there, but because I'm used to it. But there are days that I feel like I get more overwhelmed than otherwise I would. Could I just look around and see what was going on? It can be scary out there, but it's rewarding, so I keep at it.
And I have another question. Is it not like nerve-wracking when you go out there, like of sharks and shit, like stuff like that?
I used to think about sharks all the time because I didn't spend a ton of time in the water before I became a surfer. And not being a surfer, you think, water, sharks, there's got to be sharks out there. But now I'm out there all the time, and I don't want to waste a lot of brain power on sharks. I mean, they say that the amount of people that get killed by sharks is infinitesimally less than people that get into car accidents every day.
I've been surfing, 4 to 5 times a week since I was 11, and I've only seen a shark one time, and I'm 34, so they're not, you never see them, and even if you do, it's like they're not trying to bite you, they're just swimming around. So there's certain places in the world where you go and they're more common, and there's smaller sharks that are more aggressive, but around here in Southern California, it's very rare for an attack to happen. Like, very rare.
Do you have somebody like there with you when you go out to surf, or like not all the time?
95% of the time I'm with someone. I used to surf on my own more in the beginning, but now I generally have Brooks right next to me, or Nisha surfs with me every weekend, or Josh. And it's yes, they help me get into the waves a lot better than I would by myself, but it's also for the safety of everybody else out there in the water. Brooks can navigate me away from the crowds, or Nisha can have a conversation with the people in the crowds. It's unfair if I just paddle on my own and people don't understand that I'm blind. Accidents can happen, so I like having someone around just kind of act as a buffer.
Okay. And my last question, can you shout out my son Alexander Damien?
Alexander, what was the last name?
Damien. Alexander Damien.
All right. Normally don't do a lot of shout outs, but I appreciated that nice, kind call. So Alexander Damien, hello from Pete, the blind surfer. We are doing the live call-in show tonight. Have we been like glitch free for a while?
It's been
nice
smooth.
not telling me?
It's been smooth for a minute.
All right. Well, that's good to know. What are we at for time?
6:57, so 10 more minutes maybe.
All right. You hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Did we get anybody on Facebook tonight?
It was like 2 earlier. I've been monitoring it on YouTube. I'll check in real quick.
I feel like at one point, and it might disconnect the thing. I feel like, oh, but I wouldn't know how to get there. I was gonna see if I get in the comment section, but I feel like I'd just mess it all up. I'd probably kill the whole.
I got 2 on Facebook.
The whole feed. Hey, who's this? Hello, hello. Well, I keep pressing the wrong button, don't I? Oh yeah, here we go. Who's this?
Hi, this is Red.
Red, what's going on?
Red.
Well, been watching this live stream for a while, and a lot of my questions have been answered, actually.
Okay.
So I guess I'm just on here just to say I'm glad of what you do. I'm glad that you inspire people, both that are, have kind of, not inebriations, but, what's the word?
In a difficult situation.
I know what word you're trying to say, but I also don't know what it is.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Difficult situations.
And so, yeah, and I think it's great, and that you can help people like that push through. And I just say thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate that. It's nice to know that these videos, you got to play a game a little bit with YouTube and all the platforms. Really, I can't just go on there and give people a little bit of advice, because the algorithm wouldn't like it and it wouldn't go anywhere. So I try and provide some entertainment. I got 60 seconds to make these shorts. I try and make them as entertaining as possible, but I hope that when people are paying attention that they get a little lesson out of them. That the lesson is sometimes perseverance, and sometimes it's telling people that it's okay to ask for help, and sometimes it's showing people a different way to do things is okay. So I feel like at least 80% of my videos have a little hidden message in them, and then every once in a while I'm just having fun, because it's nice to, it's just nice to have fun every now and then. But I've always wanted to do something with the channel, and it's nice to know that people are hearing that, seeing that, and appreciating it, because that has been my goal, and it wasn't easy. I mean, there's a long time me trying to find my own way in this channel, the balance between entertainment and information, to make the algorithm want to put it out there and then make people actually get something out of it. So thank you very much for saying that you've found some value in these.
Oh, yeah. I tried to start on YouTube myself, and it was very difficult. Algorithm is very unforgiving.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a slog. We're going to try and get through maybe a couple more calls as we get through the last part of the hour. This video, of course, has been brought to you unsponsored. I guess there's some commercials that run. YouTube does that. We do have a sponsored one that will be coming up in maybe a couple of weeks. I'm very appreciative that a company out there wants to sponsor these videos, that is helping to make more short content is what we're doing with that money, and make sure that these lives get out there. I'm very appreciative of it. I hope people understand that sponsorship is a part of YouTube and a part of social media, that everything that you're seeing here costs money. Editors cost money. Surf coaches cost money. And so if anybody has been gracious enough to want to sponsor my channel, I'm very appreciative of that. And I say that because I'm trying to tell you guys that I would appreciate your support of my sponsors as well in the future, if I bring any to you.
Let me just say, Laura Miller in the chat, she's reaching out from Asheville. She says, thank you for all your inspiration. I'm a mom of 3 severely autistic adult children and try to follow your example of strength and perseverance. Everyone in Asheville is going through a very tough time right now. My uncle is from there. So Laura, hope everything's working out for you, that you were able to stay safe, and that not too much destruction on your end.
Yeah, that's if she's in that neck of the woods right now, I mean, everybody's just in cleanup mode right now, right?
Yeah, it's mud everywhere. Downtown's all trash. So
Ooh.
hope everything's going well for you, Laura. We feel for you.
Yeah, thank you for watching and listening, and I'm glad that you get a little inspiration out of these, and continue being mom of the year and taking care of those 3. That's a lot of work, and that's impressive. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name?
Aiden.
Aiden, what's going on?
Nothing. Just not doing what my mom asked.
Well, dag nabbit, I can hear you clacking away on the keyboard. You're probably supposed to be doing some homework or something, aren't you?
No, I'm supposed to be going to bed.
What do you say?
Supposed to go to bed.
Oh, you're supposed to go to bed. Well, I mean, I don't want to be responsible for the ruining of your bedtime, but did you have a quick question you wanted to ask before you're supposed to turn the lights off?
How do you like? How do you not stab yourself in the hand when you're trying to eat things?
I thought he was going to say, "I do not stab myself when I do the blind guy unboxing."
That's a really good question.
I'm not entirely. He's a kid. He's asking genuinely, and this is one of the questions. This is why I like having these conversations with people, actual people, as opposed to just in the comment section. Because in the comment section, I'd be like, "You idiot."
Yeah.
But like, you know, I have proprioception. I'm aware of where my body is at any given moment. My two fingers are going to touch. Now I'm going to clap. I'm going to touch my forehead. Like knees here. I got another knee over here. Like I know where everything is because I don't know. That's how a human being is made. And if I'm holding a knife in my hand, I'm not just going to willy-nilly start stabbing it around. So yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? Is that a good way to answer that?
Makes sense to me.
If you were holding a knife, Brooks, would you just magically or randomly stab yourself in the hand?
Well, I'm not blind, so it's hard to say. But normally, no.
I think you could pull it off.
Unless you're playing that knife game where you stab between your fingers.
Yeah, that one, I never understood the point of that.
Yeah.
Dangerous kid games. Don't play it at home. Hey, who's this?
Hello. I'm Logan.
Logan, what's going on?
I'm doing good. Just a little worried because it's Hurricane Milton.
Yeah, where are you down in the Florida area?
Yeah, it's like it's gonna like directly hit us, I think.
Oh boy. Are you all hunkered down? You got all the preparations made that you could possibly make?
Yeah, it's like a little north of us, but it's like it's gonna be very close to us. So.
I mean, at a certain point, there's only so much you can do when a hurricane rolls through, but it's, you know, if you got warning, you can at least get some food in the house in case you lose the ability to get more in, and you hopefully get the windows packed up and safe. I mean, it's a lot of force to deal with, so I hope you and your family and everybody in your town makes it through it clean.
Yeah, my house did survive Irma, so I'm sure it'll survive this hurricane. So.
That's good. That's good. You're a survivor. Your house is a survivor.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Sure.
When making videos, like, do you have like any tips on making like videos or live streams?
Well, I think I'm a streams. I feel like I could call myself a streams expert or a shorts expert. Am I an expert in shorts, Brooks?
Yes.
I think the formula that I have come up with for shorts is, and it's not mine. It's just kind of, I think anybody who's succeeded has figured this out, but it's start really quick, get a good hook going, and then constantly keep people's attention. I used to think huge amounts of production and editing value and graphics on the screen, which is difficult for me because I can't provide any of that. I have to get help from editors doing all that fancy stuff. I always thought that would be the most important thing. And I think from what I hear about popular videos these days is there are a lot of jump cuts and just graphics and special effects and stuff. But I would say some of my most engaged and most watched videos are stories that start with a good hook and then keep people interested and entertained all the way through the end. And if it's a story of just me sitting in front of the microphone telling the story, or if it's a story of something that happened out in the world, it's just don't let the viewers' attention lag. Just keep them interested throughout the whole thing, I think is a pretty good rule of thumb, whether it's shorts or longs. It's just a different way of making videos than it was maybe 20 years ago when it was more about story arc and character development. Now it's about just keeping the attention of your viewer, which is what the algorithm loves. I think you want to take one more, Brooks?
Sure.
We'll take one more and then we'll do a little wrap up ourselves. We got one last call on the live call-in show. Thank you everybody for dealing with our earlier technical issues. Apparently we've been doing better, and we'll take this one last call. Who's this? And hello. And that was a big lead up to a nothing. Are you there?
Hello.
No. All right. We're going to see if we get one more person to come through, and we will wrap this up after the, wait. Oh.
You had him turned down, maybe?
There we go. Oh, that was unfair to that person.
Mhm.
I hung up on some. That was my. But next call-in show, when we're on next, you can tell me, maybe hit in the chat, say what your name was, because I can't see these buttons up here. I'm just trying to feel them, and I felt the wrong one. All right, you're the last caller. Who's this?
Hello,
Hey, who's this?
my name is Johannes.
Thomas.
Oh, Thomas.
Yeah, from Florida.
Cool.
Floridians tonight,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, lots of Floridians going out. You guys are supposed to be hunkering down for a hurricane, and you're talking to my goofy butt on YouTube.
Oh, I already hunkered down.
Okay, all right. So I guess that's the thing. Everybody's already hunkered down. Now they're just staring at YouTube, saying, "What's Pete doing tonight? What part of Florida are you in?"
Like the Tornado Beach side.
All right. Well, I hope you get through everything tonight. Do you have a amazing question, cool story, fun fact, or something you want to send us out in tonight?
Oh, no, not really.
You want to hear a fun fact? Wombats poop in the shape of cubes.
That's really interesting.
It's true. Their intestines make it so that when they poop, it comes out in the shape of a cube. And they do this so that if they pooped like a rabbit and it was in the shape of a ball, it would roll away. But they have a lot of scent and different things encompassed in their poop, and so they want it to be kind of close to them. So over time, their intestines have developed to poop in the shape of a cube, and it's the only animal that does that. Now, Thomas, if you can top that fun fact for the night, I'll be very impressed.
Pineapples eat away at your lips.
What? Is that true?
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I feel like you might have taught me, because I'm never actually going to encounter wombat poop, but I am going to eat a pineapple, and now I'm afraid that they're going to eat my lips away.
No, the tingling sensation is them technically eating your lips, but they can't do damage.
I didn't know that. All right. Well, we had a fun fact for the night. We can wrap there unless you got something else for us, Thomas. You got something else going on?
I will. Go ahead, Thomas. You got anything else?
No.
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Nothing else.
The guy who called that you hung up on, his name is Mike the Killer Clown in chat, and I said, "What's your question?" And he just said, "Just about how Pete does all these things." So, how do you do all your things, Pete?
Geez, how do I do? I said I was going to wrap up in a couple of minutes. How do I do all my things? Your
elevator pitch.
Yeah, my elevator pitch is whatever I want to accomplish, I look at the task and I try and break down what steps I need to get through to get to the final goal. And a lot of times the answer is difficult because I don't have eyesight. So, other people will be like, how do I study for this test? Well, I will read the book. I can't read a book, so I'm going to have to listen to it. So the normal path to accomplish things isn't always available to me, but that doesn't mean that I stop halfway up that ladder. I just take a lot of side steps and find different ways to do things. I think everything that I've wanted to accomplish on this channel and all the sports and in my work life and everything, I've basically accomplished almost. I mean, it sounds like kind of toot toot, like I'm blowing my horn, but I feel like I've accomplished pretty much everything that I've wanted to, and it's because I think the biggest thing is not taking no for an answer. Like, there's always going to be a way. I feel like there's always going to be some way to do something, even if it's completely different than what you'd expect. So sorry I hung up on you. I got 8 sliders over here, and I'm trying to feel them instead of see them, and we had some interesting technical issues in the evening. I was going to play music on the way out, but I realized that you're going to hear the phone ringing. I wanted to play that's my...
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, did that mute? Oh, no, there's the call. I don't know how to... I guess I can just keep hanging up on him. and the things get mixed in there. This is the music bed from my song called Underestimate Me, which all you people in Florida that are bored hunkering down right now before the storm comes, maybe you can hop onto YouTube and check out Underestimate Me by Pete Gustin. That's me. It's my song. We're hearing the Zoom ring at the same time, so it's slightly annoying. Anything you want to throw at the end here, Brooks?
Thanks for calling in. Sorry about the technical issues. We're just, testing things out here, and I appreciate the patience and everyone's participation in the chat. You guys are awesome, and for all you Floridians, I hope you stay safe. And shout out to everyone in Asheville. You know, it's a rough hurricane season out there, but we're thinking about you here in California. I'm from North Carolina, so I know how it is with the hurricanes.
Next time we'll do a whole show on global warming theories and try and discuss why these things are happening. I'm sure.
I don't know if that's YouTube friendly.
Nobody wants to hear my take on any of that. Good.
Yeah.
We'll stick to life advice, fun facts. Is there any other fun fact? Maybe we'll do a whole show of fun facts next
Someone
time.
said cube facts is something that we should do.
All right. Other facts just related to cubes. I feel like I'll be calling up ChatGPT for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to figure out some ideas for that one.
So now we have to figure out how to end this thing. Okay. I'm told that if I put my finger in the lower left of the bottom,
Okay.
swipe right.
We are figuring out how to turn it off.
Swipe right.
That didn't work.
Uh,
Move your finger. Oh.
Is there a little red thing down there?
Yeah.
So put your finger on the red thing and then swipe right.
Okay.
We're just trying to end this. This has to be entertaining for everybody, right? I've done it once before. Like tap. They said tap the red thing until it gets bigger and then swipe. This is just us trying to.
It's
end
not
this.
working. I can just
Dagnabbit.
end the stream on your computer.
Come on, you. Just want to say goodbye to everybody. Brooks is just gonna go hit end live stream. Oh no, I didn't get anything. I thought it made a noise. All right, bye everybody. Thank you. Did you hit end stream? That's funny. But we're still on Twitch until I can figure out how to do this.